Hello, what's happening? I'm Tom Welch, and this is my YouTube guitar lesson channel. Today we're going to be learning the classic Beatles song "Across the Universe," written by John Lennon, from the Let It Be album. Just a note on tuning before we start. I know that the original Let It Be album, to play along with that one, is quite hard because the tuning of the guitar's a little out because of the way it was recorded and sped up and etc. So if you want to actually play along with the Beatles recording, I recommend that you listen to Let It Be Naked, the reissue album, and then you can play along in standard D tuning. Alright, so let's go into the intro. Okay, so for that intro, what you're actually doing is playing a D chord and then going up to the 10th fret. That's your other D chord shape if you bar it. So that's an octave. But what we actually want to do is play, instead of playing the D chord with your first finger, second finger on the bottom and then the third finger, to make this acoustic riff easier, play on the G string 2nd fret with your second finger, and then with your third finger on the 2nd fret on the E string. This enables you to slide up and play the bottom 3 notes of a barred D chord. So you're just playing that 11th fret on the G, 10th fret on the B string, 10th fret on the E string. So we want to go, just pick those two. So I'm playing it with a pick and my fingers, but you can just pick it if you want, if it's easier, it's up to you. So those two, open D, and you want to try and get that sort of slide into it to get that John Lennon sound that he gets. If you can just pick the strings just before you get to that chord. So that second half is using these 2 fingers again that you're using for that first D. On the 9th fret, same thing, same shape on the 7th fret, and then playing the bottom 3 strings of what would be an A chord. So that same shape that you're playing up there, but you're just playing the G string and the E string. So the 6th fret and the 5th fret. And then there's an extra note we add in here. So 9, 7, A shape. Then on the B string, you go to the 7th fret. So that's so. So for those last 2 chords, you're basically playing an F sharp minor, which you can bar all the way, but I like to just play the bottom half of it, so bar those bottom 3, and then put your 3rd finger on that 4th fret. And what you're doing is you're hammering on and hammering on and off on the G string on the 4th fret. So it's 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. So if you come from where we was before, it's 9, 7, 5, and then bar the F sharp, go on and off. And then if you keep your finger there barred and play an A chord, and on that G string in the the same position on and off on the A. So once more through slowly. For the verses, we're in the key of D still, and instead of doing that picky thing that we were doing in the intro, now we're just strumming. So I'll play through the verses for you quickly. Love that change at the end there. So let me break this down quickly. We're playing D from the off, and then straight into a B minor. So you just bar in that second fret, and then doing that B minor shape. And then F sharp minor. You can play the full bar or bar, let's just play it like that. Into an E minor 7, which you can just play with your first finger on the B string of the second fret, or your second finger, I like to play. And then A. And then he puts on his little finger on the third fret on the E string just to get a 7th chord right at the end for those extra beats. And then in the second half of the verse, where the really nice change comes in at the end, it's D, B minor, F sharp minor, stay on that one, E minor for a little bit, and then to the G minor, which is such a beautiful change. So, D, stay on F sharp minor, E minor, stay on E minor, A, B, B minor, F sharp minor, E minor, G minor, and then you're ready to go into the chorus. Cool, right, so for the chorus, we're coming out of that G minor at the end of the verse and going back into a D, and it goes nothing's gonna change my world. 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 So to break that down, it's really simple if you want it to be. So if you play the D, A, stay on the A chord, G, change my world, D, and then A again, nothing's gonna change my world, G, gonna change my world. Or if you want to play it as John Lennon played it on the record, you can do the snazzy version, which is normal A, and then bar chord A, but the bottom half, which are the way I play it. And then you put your pinky on the 8th fret of the B string to get the 7 chord. So it's... Right, so for the outro, we're just playing that chorus again, the D. To the A. Nothing's gonna change my world. A. G gonna change my world. D. A gonna change my world. G gonna change my world. And then we just sound the D. Thanks for listening, guys. Please subscribe and like if you can. Cheers.